Hello children. So till now we learnt about acidic nature of substances, and we learnt about vinegar, lemon, orange, stale cheese, battered milk, and then curd, spinach, tomato, apples, tea, olive oil, fats, grapes, tamarind, palm oil, amla, urine. All these have natural acids present in them. And chemical acids we learnt about. What are they? HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid. And these are more powerful acids. The remaining acids that just now I spoke about, the natural acids, are not that powerful. They don't burn. They only give you a kind of tanginess and a little sourness. But chemical acids, they are very powerful. They have the ability to burn. But another important interesting fact is that our stomach produces HCl, hydrochloric acid. How powerful is that? Means it is very powerful. Then it should damage our internal tissues. Now why is it not damaging? Because it is under controlled condition. Just like when we are using our acids in controlled conditions in chemical labs, our HCl which is produced in our body, it's also under controlled condition, and it is properly, the medium is properly balanced. That's why children, because HCl is produced inside our stomach, we need to keep our stomach always with at least little amount of food in it. We should not always starve ourselves. Too much starving the stomach, what happens is the HCl will erode the stomach walls. Don't let it happen. Oh, we are getting deviated from our topic. So now let's come back to basic nature of the substances. What is the basis? And what is its nature? What is the nature of basic substances? Now bases means, what did we understand? They are washing soda, baking soda, cleaning materials, and then colin, and then soap, bathing soap, washing soap, like that, most of them. Now just do one thing. When you touch a soap, how do you feel? It is slimy. How is it? It is slimy, or we can say it is slippery. The first and foremost thing that should come to your mind when you touch a base is it should be too smooth, soft and slippery. Slimy nature should be there to that. If it has a slimy nature, then it is a base. Likewise, you try this washing soda, baking soda, all this. When you touch them with pour little water and touch them, you feel that sliminess. So that is called basic nature. That is the most important basic nature of when it is touched. It should have the soapy nature. Then we call it base. And now let us see lime water. Lime water is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Now I want you to understand this. And then milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia. We use like for digestion purposes and all. It is magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. And then what else? Let us see. The next one is glass cleaner. Glass cleaner. If you observe a Colin bottle, behind the Colin bottle, once you see a label will be there. What is it made up of? Means ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide. Hydroxide. And then what is the next one they gave? Soap. Soap. It is made up of potassium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, or sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. That means finally what do we understand? Calcium is variable, magnesium is a variable, ammonium is a variable, potassium is a variable, sodium is a variable. But what is common to all these things? What is common is hydroxide is common. hydroxide is common. That means any hydroxide is usually a base. Any hydroxide is usually a base. Next, how can we get these hydroxides? How can we get this hydroxides? If calcium hydroxide has to be, you want to get calcium hydroxide, what you have to do is, you have to add water. Add water. Hydro means water, no? So always be clear. Add water to calcium oxide. Add water to calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Add water to calcium oxide. What do you get? You get calcium hydroxide. Wow, it's so easy, right? Then if you want magnesium hydroxide, you take, this is very interesting, children. In most of the schools also, teachers show this very easily. Take a magnesium ribbon, burn it. In a petri dish, you collect the ashes. Now, the ashes are magnesium oxide. The ash that you collect in the petri dish is magnesium oxide. After burning the magnesium ribbon, what do you get? Magnesium oxide you get. To that you add water, then it becomes magnesium hydroxide. Okay. Then ammonium hydroxide. Take ammonium oxide, add water. Ammonium hydroxide. Hydro means here water. And then potassium hydroxide. Add water to potassium oxide. Potassium hydroxide you get. Add water to sodium oxide. You get sodium hydroxide. Wow, it's so easy, no? But all these hydroxides have the soapy nature. The slimy, sticky, slippery, soapy nature. Right. Now, in let us do 5, they said burn a piece of magnesium ribbon by holding it with tongs. You know tongs, no? They will be like this. Now you hold it like this. Here the magnesium ribbon is put like this, and then burn it with candle. Also easily it will get burnt, and then when it burns, you will get ash. Collect it in a petri dish. Collect it in a petri dish, the ash. Now pour water on that, or take that ash in test tube and pour water. What do you get? You get magnesium hydroxide. That is what they showed in let us do 5, children. Okay. Now what you have to do is take this magnesium hydroxide, okay, and then use blue litmus. In this solution, in this magnesium solution, you put blue litmus, and it shows no change. Blue litmus shows no change. Then you put red litmus here. In the same solution, you put red litmus. Red litmus turns blue. Now what does it say? When red litmus turns blue, this is a base. When red litmus turns blue, it is a base. Now what do we understand? Hydroxide. This magnesium is after burning, after adding the water to the ash, it is becoming magnesium hydroxide, and that is what? A base. Then what do you observe? Okay, oxides of magnesium when dissolved with water form magnesium hydroxide. Similarly, oxides of potassium, sodium form potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide respectively. And then when dissolved in water, these are basic in nature. They would be always soapy when they are touched. Okay children, now in our next session we will learn about the chemical indicators. Those are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Okay children, have a good day. Bye bye.